What's up, Chosen Squad? It's your girl, Sierra, the Chosen One, and I am back with another video. Welcome to the Most High University, where we make non-believers of the Most High, believers of the Most High, hunty. Welcome to Spiritual Court, where we preaching, teaching, and trialing. Okay, we got privileged lady on her journey, spreading love, which sent that immature man who committed himself to my wealth to get himself lovers. His message, he messaged a cop and tried to have me arrested because he falsely living in my house off my wealth, acting like he running the government. Okay, but my message put him in bad health because the world knew he falsely committed himself to being seen as if he ran the government using that immature woman. The wealthy man put the cops in his thoughts. Okay. I don't know why I kept saying him, but it just kept coming out him. Okay, so it could be a him, it could be a her, it could be both of them. Okay. At the end of the day, the wealthy man put the cops in his thoughts. He realized it's the end of them falsely living off the wealthy man. He also thought about that false female who been on that immature man and immature woman journey ever since she was a child. That's how they stole my fortune. The cop was thinking, like, once he had time to think about everything, he was like, that's the mature woman they put in poverty that got them in bad health. They got their message of concern. He been thinking so much, it's putting him in despair. Okay, because he helped the thieves over helping me bring this ending to the thieves. Okay, he realized I sent them a message of concern. I am on my journey to my occupation they stole. It's like, okay, he acted, but at the end of the day, let's keep going. I written it. Okay, he's thinking now. Okay, he's thinking how he's supposed to end it, me from being seen as if I'm in poverty. He thinking about it. His interaction with me and how I was calm. But when he think about his conversations with the thief, he realized they was imprisonment about this ending. Of them thieving. That's why they was in despair. They stole her privilege. He's supposed to lock them up. She ended it. It's like this cop is going through all of this. You know, he's thinking about, like, okay, put the officer, Mr. Officer, Mrs. Officer, put these people out my house. Okay, the Most High said, put these people out my privileged lady house, sir or ma'am, who been living false privilege. That's why they been hiding the wealthy man journey. They stole his wealth and what he left and went down that dark path. Please change my wealth. You know, the wealthy man is love, and his fortune goes to love. That's another thing. You thinking about, why am I still living in poverty? I am sending messages of love. I'm sending you this message, letting you know you can end your thoughts if you end the thieves living off my fortune. You know they stole it and put the privileged lady in poverty to hide the wealthy man. It's true. They in despair because they can no longer keep me, they family secrets. You can still give me a hand. You know I brought this in to the false people keeping me their family secrets. That false male and all of them, in despair because he know you can put them out my house and stop them from living off my fortune. It was another thing I was just thinking about. What was I at? If it come back up to me as I'm reading, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, anyway, let's get to the next message. We got something about a false child. A false child. Something about a false male child gifted mature man hiding his privilege by getting him to go down the dark path to help him. False female committed to this male child for his privilege. That was, that was her journey to get child to honor false people who concerned about the child privilege. Okay, they got the female to go down that dark path too, just to get a message of concern from the wealthy man, realizing no amount of money was worth you going down that dark path for them false people who wanted to use you falsely to honor them, your fortune. You want to change your journey to put an end into this, what you saw as a job. Okay, you don't want to think about it, you just want it to change. Okay, the privileged lady been these people family secrets since finding it out right here in spiritual court. You see why the privileged lady have them so concerned, because all they do is bring people negative change. You took a trip down there, down there, you took a trip down there, see how that immature woman used males as slash for their job or occupation. What I mean by that, these people still are occupations and stuff, and then they like to use people as their job. Okay, that's what I mean about that. You did not think that female was false who got you to honor being that immature woman lover. Now you want to honor your mother who faith they been testing, because they feel like failures because they lost and found out we was traveling. They sent that girl to you at school. You remember when you told me what she said to you? I told you somebody sent her to you, and you was like, "Mom, everybody not out to get you." It wasn't no way she would have known your first day where you was from. They did that to rearrange this situation ending, because they painful ending was us arriving here. That's why they got you and your sister on their journey, and I'm stuck defending myself when the wealthy man had already defeated them without me even knowing about it. The king, okay, what the King of Pentacles left me, but he led me to his wealth and business. That's the reason they paid. That's the reason they played with my money, to get you to lack faith so they can project their lack mindset onto you. Because these false people fear poverty, but they got a nerve to put somebody else there that don't deserve it. But nobody wouldn't be blocking them from their everyday needs. But that's what selfish people do. They only think about themselves. They don't give people the right advice. They being disciplined, but my work was already done before we arrived here. They had got the message. That's why I kept noticing things as soon as we settled in that first place, where they got y'all to feel like they wanted to help with different things. It all was set up because they knew what your mother been left and who left their wealth to your mother. They basically wanted to make you forget how you was raised in real time. You never experienced hard times, not even when they got you to go down that dark pathway. Okay. Next message. Okay, it's a mature woman. It's a mature woman. A message of concern about the false people who expected her to give them a hand using her occupation. You know why the false people in despair? Because they can't steal. So they just ignoring the privileged lady message the mature man sending them. You received a message from me, ma'am, about how they've been working against me to bring me negative change. That was another message of concern. And you got the occupation to put these people out my house so I can't get to my occupation, and everybody can stop receiving these messages of concern about what these false people keep doing to work against me. I'm hungry. I need a shower and my own space. Please return my wealth. I got money, but I ain't finna let these people take me out. I ain't finna let them take me out. I'd rather cook my own food before I allow them to take me out. Okay? Because they want what I have. False, immature woman planned to be false to me in a distant horizon. It's a female that she asked to do her work. This female asked her, when do she expect to return my fortune she stole? And the female told her it will end your despair. All she got to do is change it. Okay? Except she been uncommitted from using my things to be dark. The female told her she know why she in despair, because she don't want to get out the government. But immature woman, you need to respect change is what she told her, because how you expected to put her in poverty because it's her journey to change your journey. You know the wealthy man not false, and he here in the distant horizon, just as you expected him. So just accept you gotta walk away from his occupation. People all in their thoughts about you treating about how you treating her, knowing you wrong. So knowing you and that immature man wrong. Y'all use a male and a female to keep y'all family secrets to do y'all work. Everybody knows she's a mature woman by her holding spiritual court, and you the immature woman she sent the message of concern to from the wealthy man, and you've been ignoring it. That you need to return her wealth so this can end. Immature woman still sending somebody's child, trying to bring negative change to spiritual court. You know, being childish or using people's child is the reason you lost your commitment. So why did you send him to the community? Why didn't you let him know? Why didn't you let him know I am the privileged child? You've been keeping your family secrets, and I sent you your message of concern so he could walk away from your partnership. Too much like right, because you don't feel you should do the right thing, because you want to continue living false privilege. You know he not thinking about the child being on her journey in the distant horizon, but a mature woman finna send him a message of concern journey /with the thief, and how he committed himself to y'all journey and never lived a day of privilege, but had the nerve to try to change that immature woman who's a thief concerned about losing her commitment for being a thief and for bringing people negative change like she sent you today, like she sent you to do today. I sent the false people who sent you a message to go in the courthouse for you to be their lover, a message of concern about what they call work. Mature man said, uncommit yourself from being a false male and allowing these people to bring you negative change, because you not false. I put them out the government. They have no love or lovers in there. You're safe. You can't ignore their message. Don't allow these people to commit you to ending the official you should honor. They now you receive their message of concern. Don't ignore the message, but for sure ignore their message. They should never thought about moving, using my house, my wealth. That's why they concerned, because the wealthy man is the one who got them concerned. That false female in bad health about trying to help, they're concerned to live off to live off what the wealthy man left me. She can end her bad health by ending these people family secrets, but she keep ignoring the message. She been in her thoughts about them placing me in poverty, trying to hide that I am the official person for her lover. Mature woman told her, the work your lover done for fortune, they ain't never coming out that despair. Her child being ignoring his message of concern from the mature man he put in bad health. He brought himself despair and bad health. He should have never thought because a woman don't honor him, she deserved to be in poverty. Mature woman said she honored her son that bad health by sending him a message of concern. That's why he ain't coming out. He ain't coming out of that despair, and he ain't coming out of that what it is, despair and bad health. He ain't coming from there because all his actions. That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, I want y'all to understand that it don't matter what you do in this world. Okay, your mama might not see all your actions in this world, or may not, you may be pulling the wool over your mama's eyes, but when she get to heaven, you think it's cameras here. It's cameras up there. They could replay events of what was happening up in the world. Okay? They can do that. Okay? And at the end of the day, this woman ain't happy with her child because at the end of the day, this person is an arrogant bastard, okay? And he sit around and he acts so arrogantly, but then when somebody walk away from him, he can't handle the rejection. So what he do, I told you, he arrogant. He ain't gonna call you and tell you how he feeling. He ain't gonna share his feelings because he really ain't got no feelings. It's all about your wealth. It's all about your fortune. That's the only reason why he wants your attention. So he really ain't got no heart. So he really ain't gonna reach out to you or whatnot. But he gonna be trying to what it say? I heard they praying on my downfall. Listen, fuck a praying. He gonna be orchestrating that motherfucking downfall. You heard me? That's the type of person this arrogant bastard is, and his mama ain't playing with him. His mama ain't playing with him because his mama saw everything this person decided that he wanted to do to me because I'm a good woman. And not only, it ain't even about I'm a good woman, it's because he want my fortune. So I'm gonna take that back. It's not about because I'm a good woman and all of that. It's about him being money hungry, fortune hungry. He's just a greedy, selfish bastard that want to use people's fortune to breadcrumb them. First of all, you had my fortune and you ain't even contribute. Let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? You had my fortune, my big fortune, and you ain't never contributed a motherfucking thing. So let's talk about selfishness. Okay, so at the end of the day, these mother freakers be having your fortune and don't even give you nothing because they mad because I don't know, I be trying to think like them, y'all. I be trying to think like them. I'm telling you, only reason why I be trying to think like them because I'm in a situation where I gotta always talk about them, and it's not like their thoughts, the way they think, will rub off on me, but I'm just be trying to make some sense so I could share it with y'all because it don't make sense to me, but I just have to go back and think about me and my involvements with that person. You get what I'm saying? It's like they don't want us to have nothing, to be honest. And that's why they always try to cause us heartbreak. I don't care, male or female. That's why they always try to cause us heartbreak because they want us to feel low about ourselves or want us to not be able to go make our ends meet so we could call them and they could come through like they saving something and they ain't saving nothing. Okay, shoot. It's real crazy, man. It's real crazy, but that's why the Most High come through spiritual court and put people in their thoughts. I'm telling you, yesterday I was in my thoughts too about, all the time these messages put me in my thought, but most definitely that reading about it put me in my thoughts because it was telling me about the reads could be past, present. It damn sure ain't gonna happen in the future once I get to my occupation. So we ain't gonna talk about that. But it gotta be the past or the present moment, right? or whatnot. And it's like this person did sorcery while I was pregnant with my first child, but had a nerve to come for my first child. You ain't want my child to be here. And then it's like, oh, it was an upsetting letter that my child, the day I gave birth to my child, that was an upsetting letter that she received. Okay. It was just, it's crazy. It just put me in my thoughts, because it's just like, I've been, if you go back to reads from last year, it's a immature man, it's a transgender, and it's this false male that they sent into me. They sent him to me. Okay. And they all be working together. Okay. They all, yeah, it's crazy. It's just crazy. And it just had me thinking, like, oh my God, like, the nerve. And then the part where it was like, somebody was in the live and they cut my live off because they didn't want this person to get information about how they was breadcrumbing them out of their inheritance or my inheritance, because it could have been my same child that she was trying to do. It was trying to do sorcery to get me to lose. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that read put me in my, like, my thoughts. So I had just kept working and stuff like that. But September the 17th, 1970, what that supposed to mean? I don't know. Oh. Yeah, but anyway, y'all, we're gonna get some more messages, and we'll be back.